Hey guys,
back again with us,
Natasha and
Fable.
And today we're going to talk about things that you should know about Busan and some even about Korea, especially for you foreigners. And this video is in collaboration with BTO, which is
Busan Tourism Organization. Okay, so a little bit fun fact about Busan. Busan is the largest port city in South Korea and is the second largest metropolitan city in South Korea after Seoul. Busan is also the fifth busiest port city in the whole world.
So how do life differ in Busan with the rest of the world, and for you foreigners, or maybe not, what do you need to know when you're going out on trip to
Busan.
So
Check this out. There are some major differences when compared to Seoul, which is the biggest metropolitan city and the most visited place in South Korea by tourists. First of all, even though Busan is a metropolitan city, Busan is more popular because it has a lot of natural areas, natural spots, or natural attractions. Yeah, natural attractions than the biggest and more city-like metropolitan city, Seoul. Busan itself gained its popularity among tourists because of places like Gwangali, Haeundae, and to its more secluded area like Yangsan and Gimhae. Even though it's filled with beaches and mountains and other natural beauties, it's still a metropolitan city, where a certain part of the city is accompanied with a modern and an up-to-date stuff which will make your holiday feel more comfy and fun. Yeah! Fun!
there is also Busan Accent, which uses the Gyeongsang dialect. Busan Accent tends to sound harsher than the Korean accent you can hear in Seoul.
잡지 가가라 전에 네가 뭐라 했는데 가가 잡지를 준다 너. 너 그 여자 좋아해? 아 그럼 안 좋아해.
The accent itself sometimes sounds quite unusual to Korean because it sounds quite harsh. So if you think the people there are always angry,
think twice. Okay, now we're talking about food. Okay, so food here isn't that different with other places in Korea, but it also has its own uniqueness. You can easily find seafood everywhere in Busan since it's a port city, right? And the food tends to be a lot more, not a lot more, just a bit spicier than Seoul. Yeah.
And when you're walking around Busan, you will notice that there are a lot of signs in Japanese. The reason behind it is because Busan is close to Japan and many Japanese tourists visit Busan.
Okay, so for the next part, it's going to be more for like the foreigners because for the rest of South Korea, it's quite the same, right?
This is one of the most interesting phenomenon that we found as a foreigner in South Korea. Here in South Korea, Google Maps somehow doesn't work.
Yeah.
To get around, you might need to download the Naver map or Kakao map.
Yes, and this is about the Korean culture, right? You know, Korea is quite famous because of its pali-pali culture. Pali-pali, which means the like faster.
Hurry.
Yeah, hurry up. Koreans always arrive on time or sometimes even faster. So you can see people here be running or walking in haste so that they won't miss the bus or the train or even like just crossing the 횡단보도? The what? Zebra cross.
Zebra cross.
Yeah, the thing.
Knowing one thing or two about Korean language will definitely elevate your travel experience when visiting South Korea, especially Busan with their unique dialect. The Korean alphabet is Hangul, which translates to Great Script. It's the official alphabet of the Korean language. Unlike Chinese, it's phonetic, meaning it's made up of letters that can be sounded out rather than characters that have to be memorized. Just by knowing how to read the alphabet will surely make traveling in Busan much easier. So it is better to at least know some basic Korean alphabet. If by some chance you need a translator app, you might want to use Papago or Naver Dictionary to help you communicate with the locals.
Last but not least is public transportation system. In South Korea, especially Seoul, going from one place to the other is really easy. The same goes for Busan. When you arrive in Busan, you can get yourself a T-Money card, which can be used on public buses and subways, which will provide you a discount for a transfer. within the next 30 minutes. Yeah, within the next 30 minutes. And if you don't want to buy the T-Money card, you can just purchase a one-way subway ticket for each trip.
Actually, there are many more that we can explore about Busan, but these are a few of them which we think is going to help you to elevate your travel experience. As for the rest, you can just come and see it by yourself, so make sure to come and visit
Busan! Okay, that's all for today. Hope this video will be useful and helpful for your travel. See you on our next video. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Let's travel Busan! Woo! Bye bye!